is a bucolic setting.
Hard to beat this setting. They built this stadium out off of the campus. Parking, they parked 23,000 cars.
Second down and 7. Penn State's ball at their own 46 as we start the second quarter. The pitch to B.J. Dozier, a slow developing play. Boston College handles it all right. Andy Hemmer made the tackle for BC, coming back after injury, and they need him because they are without Ted Gaffney, an outstanding linebacker. He's hurt.
Here are the stats for the first quarter. As we expected, the Boston College specialty is passing. Penn State specialty is running. The team is able to complement that with either rushing for Boston College or passing for Penn State to win this game.
Sprang back, gets the heat on him, and throws down the middle, and it's only a defender, Thurman, that gets his hand on the ball. And slashing up the middle and blitzing was Andy Hemmer, and Hemmer really belted Strang.
Thurman is the free safety playing center field. All he's got to do is watch the quarterback and play the ball. The ball is thrown very high. Thurman gets his hands on it. It's deflected behind Thurman, and of course the receiver was trying to go back and catch it, but it was too far.
And it brings up fourth down. Penn State passers now are 0 for 5, 0 for 8. And a little end-over-end kick comes wobbling downfield and is killed at the 22-yard line of Boston College. Coming up on ABC's NFL Monday Night Football in Washington, the Atlanta Falcons are the visitors against the Redskins. And the Falcons are having their troubles getting the ball in the end zone right now. And you'll see it here at 9 Eastern Time on ABC Sports, home of Super Bowl 19. Just starting the second quarter of play. Lions just short of the 23. Flutie gives the ball to Bell. And Ken Bell, replacing Troy Stafford at tailback, and gets it up near the 29. It's a good pickup of about 6 yards on that carry. Duffy Cobbs brought him down.
When your offense cannot protect your passer, which is evident in this first quarter, what do you look for? You look to try to get outside, establish a little running, throw some screens, or roll out with your quarterback if you want to throw the ball. Get outside. Give yourself some more time.
Second down, 4. Bell again got room up the middle. Ken Bell breaks it big. Oh, look out. Dives. Touchdown. No flag.
Keith, he made at least 5 people miss it. He stopped, let defensive men go by, 71 yards, 4 or 5 times. It looked like he was going to be tackled. It's as fine a run as you'll ever want to see. And the stadium is very quiet.
Sensational run by Ken Bell. Jack Bicknell yesterday, when asked about the absence of Stratford, said Bell's going to play, and Bell's a player.
There he is, number 24. When you're busy rushing the passer, watch out for the run, and that's what happened to Penn State.
And Kevin Snow in for the extra point try. Got it. With 13 minutes and 28 seconds to play in the first half, a 71-yard bolt by Ken Bell, and Boston College leads it 7-3. No kicks it off. Hangs up there a while, and it is taken by Coates for the Lions. And Jim Coates takes off one tackler and comes on across the 25.
This touchdown run is something to see. Watch how many people have a chance. It's a fake pass and run. Look at the 2 Penn State players missed him there. Now the 3rd man misses him. Now he's on open field. He's not through yet. He cuts to the right. Now watch him cut back to the left and out make 2 other Penn State. One falls down on the grass. And watch this dive. Watch the dive. He wants that end zone, leaves his feet, and breaks the goal line clean. What a play.
It's one of the better runs you'll ever see. Just over the 25. First down for Penn State. Strang gives that ball off to Smith, the fullback, and he's got one going. Up near the 40 for a first down.
Let's look at the touchdown from a different angle. What a run this is. How many people from Penn State missed the tackle right there? Another one with a good block. Couldn't see who it was. A good cut. Look at the awareness, the instinct that he has to make people, to get himself the runner advantage and put the tackler's
I like this, though, right here.
That's a tremendous effort. Like sliding in head first to home plate.
Ball is on the 39. First down for the Lions. They're trailing 7-3 now. That's Rocky Washington going in motion. And a handoff goes to Smith again. And Steve Smith, 6'1", 225 junior from Clinton, Maryland, is up just barely to the 40.
Let's take a quick look at watch Phelan, number 20, who's called 39 passes. He has to block till he recognizes a run. He's decoying Cobbs all the way back. Cobbs doesn't even know it's a run yet. Now he thinks, well, gosh, he's blocking me. It must be a run. He delays him just enough, but it's too late for Cobbs to make any effort to make the play.
Second down and 10. And Penn State wants to go to the area where Rich Strang's out there, and he has 2 blockers in front of him, and he gets past the marker. And he's got a first down at midfield.
Carrying the ball for the Lions, number 18, quarterback Doug Strang.
I guess most of the yardage that Penn State has made has been on the quarterback scramble. Strang is thick, strong, good runner. Broke containment. I don't know what happened to the Boston College containment, Keith. The end just disappeared.
First down, Penn State. Ball at midfield.
Has Penn State completed the pass yet?
Nope, they have not. This is Dozier. Tough. Double cut. Inside the 10. Yard run. First down and goal at the Boston College 9.
This is another sensational run. It's a little counter play. The tackle, Short is leading the play. Watch the not many people that he makes miss. Right there. Stop, start. Good blockers. Boy, the Penn State linemen are downfield leading the ball carrier. Finally, I guess Russell, 45, makes the play. What a run that was.
So the Lions trying to answer now. First and goal at the BC 9. Mumford is in the backfield for Penn State. Strang rolls it out. Wants to throw. Has Washington. He's out of the end zone. Incomplete forward pass. He ran out of real estate.
Another option by the quarterback. The call, 1st and 9 on the 9-yard line. Pass. They did it before and got stopped, but I guess they're going to try it again. Maybe it's because of the defense that Boston College is playing, but I guess the Strang really makes a bad throw, Keith, because he's throwing off of his heel. It's hard to put his zip on the ball when you're retreating. You've got to turn your chest to the receiver and put some steam on it.
They're now 0 for 9 in their passing game, and Dozier comes back into the lineup as the I-back here.
Now they'll run.
Go to the short side. And he's at the 6.
Now the 3rd and 6 call is something I never wanted as a coach. It's just one of those tough calls that you want to run twice, but they need a touchdown trailing by 4 points. So I guess you put Strang, who hasn't completed a pass, into the position of trying to score the touchdown pass.
Well, they've now brought Seiberling, Brian Seiberling, in at tight end. He's 6'6" and 245 and a good receiver. A little mismatch in the end zone with a tight end that time.
Carlson patterns, and the blitz is coming right here.
Herrera shows blitz and goes and give it to Smith, and he busts it through there for the touchdown.
Blocking at the top of your screen, the 2 seniors over there, Short and Woofter, the 2 only seniors on the offensive line, open up the hole. Woofter, number 64, didn't even have anybody to block. He just led the ball carrier, Smith, into the end zone.
Nick Gonchitano in for the extra point. He's hit 42 in a row. 10 minutes and 44 seconds to play in the first half. And Penn State has gone back to the lead, 10-7 over Boston College. Massimo Manca will kick it off now for Penn State as the Lions regain the lead 10-7. And the deep people are Steve Williams, 30, and Darren Clutie, 26. And it is Williams at the 2. And comes to about the 22, where it'll be first down as Penn State goes 74 yards in 7 plays using 2 minutes and 44 seconds. Well, on Thursday, November 15, the United States Olympic boxing medalists will make their professional debut. They include Mark Breland, Tyrell Biggs, Pernell Whitaker, Evander Holyfield. He didn't win the gold, but he became the prime story, if you recall, in the Summer Games, and Meldrick Taylor. So the young men, with all their Olympic success, amateur success, will go to the next level in life. 10:39 to go in the first half, and Boston College gives the ball to Steve Strahan, the fullback. And Steve may not have much of anything out of that, maybe a yard. California out to a 3-0 lead over Washington in the first quarter. Don James changed his quarterback, putting Cicero in replace of Millen, trying to get some offense. Texas has now finally scored against Texas Tech, and BYU just keeps on flying along. Second down, call it 8. Doug Flutie back. Pressure's on. They've got him back at the 10. Number 46, defensive end, Don Giannetti.
Keith, this is the defensive scheme that Texas uses, meaning those 4 down linemen, they have to get quick penetration, force the quarterback out of the pocket. Flutie gets 1 look. That's what we talked about. Now he starts trying to scramble, but he has nowhere to go. And finally, Giannetti, who is substituting as a starter today, makes the play. He's substituting to Dan Morgan.
So the Lions back him up to the 10. 3rd down and about 22. Out of the shotgun, ball goes to Ken Bell, who is dropped inside the 10 at the 9. There was no place to go as the defensive flow slammed the door on the open side of the field.
Wait, those 4 down linemen will get the quick penetration. They're supposed to mess things up. Now, they don't always make the big play. It's kind of like a cockroach. Cockroach doesn't eat a lot, but he sure messes up a lot. That's what those down linemen are doing right now.
One out of the end zone on 4th down by Peach. He doesn't get much carry out of the wind. He didn't get any rotation on the ball. A 32-yard punt, and Jim Coates puts it down for Penn State. First down at the 42. Florida, 3-0. Now, here, it has not been confirmed, but my information is the Southeastern Conference, Frank, is not going to let Florida represent the conference in the Sugar Bowl.
Keith, that decision will be reached on Monday. The executive committee, composed of college presidents, will vote whether Florida can, in fact, represent the conference in a bowl, or whether they'll be conference champions if they go undefeated.
Well, the rumble is
they won't approve it.
That's right. Here's Dozier. Off the line of scrimmage. Second down, and still 10.
Good penetration. It's not unusual to see a blitz. You kick the ball short. The opposing team starts with it on your end of the field. Go after them. Gamble. Make something happen in your favor. Boston College did it once again.
The ball is setting just short of the 42 on the BC side. This is Strang rolling out. He had Bellamy. He throws late to Bellamy. Bellamy caught it behind the back and scores a touchdown. Thurman got burned. Tony tried to go for the interception, and he missed it. Is the first completion of the ball game by a Penn State quarterback. Schaefer started, was 0 for 5 and left. Strang has had his troubles, a couple of long scrambles, and he finally connects as Thurman gambled on the interception, and the ball sailed over his hands, and Bellamy caught it, and the kick is up by Gonchitano, his 43rd straight, and all of a sudden, with 7 minutes and 48 seconds to play in the first half, Penn State's out to a 10-point lead. In the country. Penn State leading 17-7. Kicks off to Boston College. And handling it, Steve Williams. Williams wiggling around for the Eagles, gets back to about the 20.
Returning the kickoff, number 30, Steve Williams.
It's interesting about Doug Strang, number 18. A senior, expected to have a great year his senior year. Had injuries at running back with Dozier. Receivers were inexperienced. And he took all the blame, Keith. He took all the blame of the offense not doing well, and they benched him. He come off of that bench and had some great plays. Here is one where Thurman, who has 9 interceptions, number 17, leads the nation in interceptions. He misjudged the ball. Result, a touchdown.
Here goes Ken Bell for Boston College, and from the 21, bolts out to the 27 for 6 yards. Michael Zordich, the tackle for Penn State. Doug Flutie now in the ball game, and give you an idea of the kind of pressure that Penn State's been able to effect on him. He's thrown for 88 yards, but he is minus 22 in the rushing department. That is, he's been sacked.
Only 9 times for the season coming into this game. He's been sacked 3 times already? 2. But he's been running for his life. They'll be rolling out for their passes.
Call a second down and 2.5. They go back to Bell, and Bell looks like he should have a first down as he gets up across the 31.
Keith, let me go back and try to explain the Florida situation. The NCAA, in penalizing Florida and putting them on sanctions, did not left the option to Florida whether they wanted to start their sanctions at the end of this season or at the very moment they enforced the sanctions. So Florida has that decision, but the Southeastern Conference, in my judgment, won't let them make that decision. They're going to make it for them.
Well, the NCAA can give Florida the option. In fact, they did
right.
give them on the basis of appeal. But the conference is still free to take its own action. And that's what's coming up.
On Monday.
On Monday. It is first down as Flutie sets up the throw. He's got daylight in front of him. And he keeps on scrambling and gets up across the 41. He is hit in the back as he goes out of bounds by Ray Isom, and a penalty flag comes right down on the top of Raymond.
Well, it looked like a spearing. Looked like Flutie was either already out of bounds, and you can see the Isom coming over and apologizing. That's a real act of sportsmanship. Apologizing to Flutie. Let's see, number 22, Isom is coming in. Flutie is... He takes the helmet and uses it as a weapon. That is clearly stated as illegal in the rule book. You cannot use your head, your helmet as a weapon.
Tack on 15 yards.
Isom, I want to repeat, Isom came over and apologized to Flutie, and they shook hands and went back to their respective homes.
Dead ball, personal foul on the defense, first down.
Boston College at the Penn State 43 now, with 6:22 to go in the first half. Lions lead by 10, 17-7. They're double wide up there at the top of the screen.
An unbalanced line, Steve.
And Bell's going that way. He has 3 blockers in front of him. And he picks up about 4 yards. Let's check in with Jim again.
Keith down and get.
And Paul has settled over Athens. We don't want to see Bo Jackson back. He tore him up a year ago up in Athens against the Bulldogs. This is Ken Bell carrying the ball for Boston College. And the Lions corral him at about the 36. But with Bell's long run, Frank, and with this kind of work now, it's going to make the Penn State defenders think a little bit.
Yes, that's the purpose of making some yards running. Conlon, number 31, is their leading tackler. Runs a 4.5, just a superior football player. He forces the play. Giesel, no, I guess that's Murphy, 87, making the block. Forced him outside, and a good cut by Bell.
Bell is now 9 carries for 92 yards in the ball game. And it's 3rd down and 3 for Boston College. Flutie's pass. They've got a penalty flag down here. Hang on. It involved Bell and a defender.
It looked like it might have been, just might have been on Bell, but I don't know.
They were
both wrestling.
Yep.
Boston College is pointing like it's on Penn State. Yes, it is. All right, that's pass interference. That's at the spot. Not a 15-yard penalty. That's at the spot, but a first down, automatic first down.
Pass interference on the defense, first down.
Pass interference rules this year have 2 areas. If the ball is thrown more than 15 yards, it's only a 15-yard penalty from the line of scrimmage. Less than 15 yards at the spot of the foul and first down.
And the ball is resting just inside the Penn State 30 now. As Darren Flutie goes in motion. Doug back to throw. Steps up, and he has some daylight. They almost stripped the ball away from him, and he winds up picking up about 4 yards as he runs close to the 25.
The Penn State backs are doing an excellent job of covering the Boston College receivers, plus the initial pressure from the offensive line. That's just pretty played as you can have and expect on a great player like Doug Flutie.
Let's see if they run Bell on 2nd down and 5. Nope, they send him up into a slot. Yeah, Flutie keeps it. Looked like he wanted to run an option play, and the man that messed it up was Dan Giannetti, the defensive end, who penetrated and stepped in between Flutie and Bell, and he sealed off that, so Doug pulled it down and got a couple of yards.
Well, you did call it proper. It was an option play. Flutie runs one every once in a while. He caught the defense playing pass. Had he been able to get the pitch, it would have been a touchdown. Would have been a touchdown.
Oh, it's 3rd and 4. Crowd trying to help the Penn State defense here. Lions are bouncing around, and Flutie drops straight back. Shoots one, first down. Penn State 11, Gerard Phelan, a man again.
What did Joe say yesterday, Paterno? When Flutie scrambled, get a hold of Phelan and hold on to it. but they don't do it. Right here, they let him work into the open. He comes back. He's wide open, and Doug has to scramble, and he catches the ball, cradles it in, roll, outside pitch. Hard to hit, hard to catch, but Phelan pulled it in.
Now we've got Tyrone Taylor, number 21, in there at the I-back spot. First time we've seen him today. And it's first down Boston College at the Penn State 11, and Taylor, a cold player coming off the bench. Ball is pitched back to him, and it goes right straight to the ground. He covered the ball.
Keith, I had a rule, if I was putting it back into the ball game fresh and never played it down, I wouldn't give him the ball for my life. But, of course, I'm a little conservative. Let him take a blow or something, but I guess they had to rest Bell. Maybe Bell was so tired and Stratford was hurt. They had to give him the ball, even though he hadn't played it down.
3 minutes to go in the first half. Loss on the play is 3 yards. Back to the 14, and Bell is back in. Pressure's coming, and Flutie slips and falls down. He's down at that point. They're scrambling all over the place for the ball, but that's incidental.
If you talked last week about the cleats, tell the people why it's hard for players to stand up on grass today.
Well, we'll use that half-inch cleat.
That half-inch cleat. That's right. The half-inch cleat is just not effective on the grass. You can see Flutie loses his balance completely. Now, I'm going to tell you, his knee touches and the ball is dead right there.
Yep.
Good call by the official.
Back on the 22-yard line. Clock running at 2:15 to go, and it is third down now. They can get a first down after 1. So it's 3rd and 21.
Here's the blitz.
Out of the shotgun. They're trying to nullify the blitz. The pass is thrown to Gieselman, and Gieselman hot-fingered it a little bit, but controlled it in time and goes out of bounds at about the 15. And let's see if that'll get Kevin Snow in. I haven't seen him warming. Yeah, there he is. Here he comes.
Once again, the pressure forced Flutie to throw to the short man to keep from being sacked. The deep men did not have time to maneuver and get open.
That's a fair-sized fistfight going on in one of those trenches.
Yes, it is.
Front four.
The front four doing their job.
32-yard field goal try by Kevin Snow. He's 2 out of 2 between the 30 and the 40. He hammers it up, and he got it. Boy, I want to tell you, that thing came back like a bullet. Phelan got it down, and he kicked it before it hit the tee. But it works. I would agree with that.
I would, too, and that's praise, high praise indeed, from one of the great statesmen of our profession.
Both teams with their 3 timeouts remaining as Snow kicks off. 17-10 Penn State, and the Lions run together back there on the 2. Woods and Coates, and Coates just dropped up around the 11.
Keith, Penn State, Boston College has 3 timeouts, and I would look for them to try to call timeout after at least 2 of these plays, hoping they can have at least a minute, because Penn State, if they can stop them, will be kicking into a strong wind.
You'll enjoy that feature on Mississippi Valley State from Itty Bitty Itabena.
What? Is that where they're moving that ball so much, Keith?
Yeah, no huddles, just winging away, throw.
I want to see that myself. They're averaging over 600 yards a game or something.
The Gunslingers, Mr. Cotton and company. First down. They'll call it the 12-yard line. It's closer there. And Penn State goes to its ground game with Steve Smith carrying. And the fullback is held pretty much at the line of scrimmage. Now watch this. Watch this, how quick this ball just comes shooting back from Bicknell. Now watch Snow. He's moving, and you see the snap's a little bit off target. Phelan's got it on his right shoulder pad, and Snow's already on his way. Now,
Keith, that's a great point that you're making there. We researched the only 9 straight-ahead kickers in Division I football. Out of 103 place kickers for teams in America, only 9 are kicking straight ahead. I don't believe a person who kicks from the front would have gotten the ball between the uprights on that particular
Gerard
play.
just barely got it down low enough for Snow to hit it. Lucky he didn't lose a finger.
When you hit it from the side, you hit it with most of your foot, and the ball doesn't have to be a perfect hold, but Phelan deserves a great deal of credit with a bad snap.
Boston College has called timeout. Go back in history when Tony Franklin and Russell Erxleben were kicking down the Southwest Conference, and somebody did a wind tunnel study on them, and they found that Erxleben, the bigger man, but a straight-ahead kicker, hit the ball. He was about, if I remember, 93 miles an hour over the first meter. But Tony Franklin, kicking barefooted on the other hand, and a much smaller man in size, his first meter was like 101, 102 miles an hour in velocity. So the velocity can be more pronounced the greater amount of foot, I guess, you get on it, and leg whip or speed.
You get your body into it. The sideline that gets his body into the foot swing.
Second down and 8 now. The ball is out near the 13. Doug Strang looks upfield and throws quickly, and the pass is complete to number 26, Kevin Campbell, a senior from McLean, Virginia. The ball is up around the 26, and that will be a first down for Penn State with 1:43 to go now in the first half.
That's something that Boston College should have never given, just a little rollout pass, something that Penn State does when they have to have a pass. And Russell, I couldn't tell which was the defensive back, just gave way too much cushion. Let the safety man back him up and take that sideline pass away from him.
Yeah, with less than 2 minutes to go, you don't want to be giving up any more points at this juncture in the first half.
Good point, but I'd let the safety man help behind him.
This is Smith. And he gets outside for another Penn State first down. He's tough, right?
Well, the coaches feel at Penn State feel that he is a real solid player, big and fast, and going to be one of the kind of fullbacks that you need.
Florida State still to play. They play at Arizona State in Tempe tonight. South Carolina had to take a lot of deep breaths today before they finally squeezed out a 35-28 win to remain undefeated, and they had to score 25 points in the fourth quarter to do it. And what a story the Gamecocks have become.
Didn't the Gamecocks score something like 28 points against Notre Dame in the last half to win that football game?
Right. The Fire Ants, they steam and scrap. Nothing. And Strang looks deep, goes deep, and incomplete. Intended for Campbell. And you got a penalty flag back at the line of scrimmage.
That's a 10-yard penalty. I would accept the penalty. The downs do not make any difference now. The clock is what's important. Just moving back 10 yards further.
1:28 remaining in the first half. Well, you take away that touchdown where Thurman tried for the interception, and the ball sailed over his hands, and you'd have a tie going into the locker room. But
Holding on the offense. First down.
Keith, I think Thurman just was seeing his 10th interception of the year.
I think so.
He just came up. He had a bird nest on the ground. He just flat misjudged the pass.
Well, he's an aggressive player. That's what makes him a good player, too. Is
He made that great play again, turned the game around against Alabama with Alabama leading 31-14. He intercepted a pass and went on all BC.
So it's first down and 20 for Penn State now. Strang has a little trouble getting the snap and then hands it off to Dozier. And DJ is brought down back of the line of scrimmage at the 24. Chuck Gorecki, the defensive play for the Eagles. Time call. Boston College trying to kill the clock and get it back. And while we wait, let's look at BC.
Commanding the heights above one of the world's most vibrant cities, Boston College, a major center of academic achievement since 1863. Today, a distinguished faculty instills Jesuit standards of excellence in a university community of 14,000 graduate and undergraduate students from around the globe. Living its motto, ever to excel, Boston College takes pride in an academic tradition that prepares students for a challenging future.
With the 3:30 start of the proceedings and a 3:50 kickoff, it has now grown quite dark here at Beaver Stadium, and I guess this is the first time that the new lights have been used, isn't it?
It is, Keith, and new lights for a stadium like this, I priced to myself about an $800,000 investment. But they do a great job. They're the fourth towers, it seems, on the ends of the field. That's the newest thing. You don't have to put them above the stadium like our old complexes had.
Second down. About 26 for the first down, and Penn State gives to Dozier. Lions now, what with the holding call and the loss by Dozier, seemingly content to run out the time. But once again, Boston College calls timeout with 1:15, and here's a look at the Penn State campus. Well, let's see now. It's third down. They take one more snap. Boston College now has spent its timeouts. So that means they're going to have, what, a half a minute when they get the ball back?
15 seconds, maybe 10 seconds to run the play. Then they have 25 seconds to put it into play before they end the punt. So 20 to 25 seconds, I would guess.
And they'll undoubtedly
run it. I would think they'd put it in play and stop the clock.
Wouldn't you load up and try to block it, too?
Oh, yes, very definitely. And Boston College has tried. And remember, they roughed the kicker on the first time against West Virginia, the first time they tried to block the Auburn.
Well, the first thing is to handle the Lions, and Strang rolling out, gets to the corner, and they've got him. Bring him down at about the 31-yard line.
They should have let him,
fourth down.
They should have let him go out of bounds.
Yep, should have. Let's check in for a moment with Tim Brandt.
Keith, you mentioned that the sun had gone down and it's starting to get dark here, and the lights are on. Well, the temperature is also dropping very rapidly, and I think the players now are starting to feel that very, very cold weather. Right now, let's go back upstairs, Keith.
In comes the punting unit. I admire the way you're able not to keep your teeth in check.
They're going to try to block it, Keith, it appears. Most of the people, 10 of them up on the line.
Martin is the lone man back for Boston College. And Penn State willing to take the 5-yard penalty for delay of the game in order to run that much more time off the clock, which now shows 26 seconds to play in the first half. 17-10, Penn State has the lead.
The clock will start on the snap, not when referee finishes the penalty.
Delay game, offense, fourth down.
No pressure on him. Bruno gets it out of there, and he runs Martin back to his 27, and he steps out of bounds at the 26. And you've got 20 seconds to go now. And again, Tim.
Keith, we were talking about the cold weather. The other point I wanted to make was all the coaches on the Boston College side had drawn all the players together and really gave them a pep talk saying, remember Alabama, remember Alabama. They are really concerned, as you and Frank have mentioned all the way through this game, about the psychological factor. They haven't beaten Penn State that often, and trailing here by 7, and before that it was even more, they don't want their kids to get down mentally. So they're really pumping them up and trying to remember that Alabama game where they came back in the second half.
Plus the fact that Penn State has been able to effect so much defensive pressure with those 4 defensive linemen. So with 20 seconds, Flutie goes to work from his 21. Gives the ball off to Bell, who pops through the line, and Ken is up across the 30 to the 33. They tried to catch Penn State in a blitz with the linebackers dropping off to short zones, and didn't work. As the clock now is going to run out, and the two teams will go to the clubhouse at halftime. With Penn State holding a 17-10 lead over